Hello and welcome to tonight's match between the Eau Claire Lutheran Lancers and the Independence Eagles. This will be Joe Bernthal commentating for you tonight. This is the girls' team for the Lancers. We will first start off with JV and follow with varsity later tonight. I do have to wear a mask tonight because we are in Independence and they require masks, so if the sound quality is a little bit different from before, that is why. The mics have not changed or anything. Kazemba will be doing the tip-off for the Lancers. And opposing her is Dejno. Kazemba wins the tip. That'll go off Gurgle and out, though. Independence will get the ball. Passing it in is Roscos. Roscos into Thiessen. Thiessen will come up with it for Independence. She will go down to Zastro. Then into Dejno, who will miss the shot. Rebounded by Kazemba, who gets it down to Arndt. Arndt down to Carstensen. And travel is called. Ross goes to Thiessen, and Thiessen will take it up the court yet again for Independence. Thiessen tries to get down to Roscoe's. Go off her hands and out of bounds. Carstensen to pass the ball in. Carstensen to Gurgle. Gurgle will take it the other way for the Lancers. Gurgle gets it to Bauer. Bauer to Carstensen. Carstensen across to Arndt. Arndt down to Bauer. Up to Gurgle. Gurgle across to Carstensen. Carstensen looking for a lane. Finds one, but carry is called. Thiessen to bring it up for Independence. Thiessen will go across to Zastro. Zastro driving inside. This is fouled by Kazemba, though. She will be shooting 2. That is Kazemba's first personal, team's first of the half. Zastro makes her first. And misses the second, and is rebounded by Kazemba. Kazemba to Gurgle. Gurgle makes a move around Thiessen, gets it down to Arndt. Arndt back to Carstensen. Carstensen stops short of high post, gets it across to Gurgle. Gurgle tries to go up with it. Ball comes out of her hands, goes into Najera. However, it falls out on Arndt. And Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen gets a block and runs into Carstensen. We go off Thiessen, no charges called. Carstensen into Gergo. Gergo will take it the other way for the Lancers. Gergo to Carstensen. Carstensen across to Arndt. Arndt back to Carstensen. Carstensen trying to drive inside. Stops short, takes a shot, rolls around the rim and out. Rebounded by Kazemba. Kazemba will take a shot, misses. And rebounded by Najera. Najera to Thiessen. Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen gets a block and then ends up passing it to Zastro. Zastro gets a block from Thiessen. It's waiting left ring, then comes to top of the key, in and out. Zastro tries to get it down inside and overshoots her pass. Go out and into the back wall. Lancers ball. Gurgle into Carstensen, and Carstensen will take it up for the Lancers. Carstensen gets a screen, loses the ball after running into Zastro, and jump ball is called. Sub for Independence, Matute will come in for Taylor. Carstensen gets it into Arndt. Arndt with a nice shot, just misses high. Rebounded by Zastro. Zastro will take it the other way for Independence. Gets it down into Najera. Najera back up to Zastro. Gets it to Roscos. Roscos loses it to Carstensen, but Carstensen steps out. And another sub. Thiessen will come in for Zastro. Najera into Thiessen. Thiessen goes down inside to Diaz. Stolen by Arndt. Pass ahead to Carstensen. Carstensen inside to Kazemba. Kazemba will go up with it. Misses her first, rebounds it, passes to Carstensen. Carstensen with the shot, misses that, rebounded by Gurgle. Gurgle out to Bauer. Bauer with the shot, rolls around the rim and out. That is rebounded by Dejno, who's falling out of bounds, hits it off Kazemba and out of bounds. It'll remain Independence ball. 4 subs for the Lancers. Let's see. Bodie and Lau. Bodie, Lau. No, who are the other two? Let's see. Bodie, Lau, Schaller, and Roth. That's who it was. Schaller will get into Carstensen, take it the other way. Independence hits a 3. Carstensen almost loses the ball at the top of the key. Then ends up making it a jump ball. Fighting Roscos for that. Diaz will come in for Roscos. Thiessen will bring it up for Independence. Thiessen makes a move and goes into the driving lane. Just misses it there. Rebounded by Dejno. Wincy will put it in. 5-0. Independence leads. Carstensen will bring it up the floor for the Lancers. Carstensen takes a shot at high post, and makes that 5-2. Lancers down by 3. Thiessen taking it the other way for Independence. Thiessen goes around, trying to drive baseline. Gets stopped by Carstensen at the bottom. And bounces it off Carstensen's foot and out of bounds. We remain Independence ball. Niger to pass in. Niger gets it into Desno. Desno with a nice shot. 7-2. Lancers down by 5. Carstensen will take it the other way for Independence. Carstensen down into Bodie. Bodie tries to go up with it. Is blocked. Rebounded by Diaz. Passes to Thiessen, and Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen goes down into Najera. Najera back to Thiessen. Thiessen almost losing the ball there. Tries to pass it up to Najera, taken by Carstensen. And Carstensen will miss the layup. And it goes off on Najera. Score still 7-2. Lancers down by 5. Carstensen to pass the ball on for the Lancers. Carstensen gets it into Bodie. Stolen immediately there by Diaz. Sorry, by Desno. Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen tries to go baseline. Carstensen there to stop her. Goes back up to high post and shoots and makes it. 9-2. Lancers now down by 7. Carstensen bringing it the other way. 4 subs in the waiting. 2 on each side. Carstensen gets it into Roth. Roth out to Lau. Lau to Schaller. Schaller to Roth. Roth with a shot. Comes up short, rebounded by Bodie, and Bodie will step out. Kizemba and Gergel will come in for the Lancers. And Zastro and Matute, I believe, come in for Independence. Roscoe sends it flying off the backboard. Passes to Zastro. Zastro with a turnaround shot. Misses that. Rebounded by Bodie. Bodie out to Gergel, and Gergel will send it the other way. Foul called on Zastro. Her first personal, team's first. Schaller to pass in, gets it into Bodie, and is fouled by Roscoe's. Never mind. Not fouled by Roscoe's. It goes out on Roscoe's, though. Schaller gets it into Gergel. Gergel, 3. Just misses. Rebounded by Lau. Lau into Bodie, and Lau apparently stepped out. Thiessen taking it the other way for Independence. Thiessen tries to get it to Roscoe. Stolen by Schaller. Schaller with a breakaway. Gets it ahead to Kazemba. Kazemba with the shot. Makes it. But a travel is called. Score remain 9-2. Lancers down by 7. Bauer will come in for Lau. And Thiessen will take it up the court for Independence. Thiessen passes to Roscoe's. Roscoe's into Desno. Desno with the shot. Misses. Rebounded by Bauer. Stolen by Desno. Shot by Roscoe's. And Roscoe's will hit it. 2 points. 11-2. Lancers now down by 9. Gergel taking it the other way for the Lancers. Gergel down to Bauer. Bauer, 3. Comes up short. Rebounded by Kazemba. Kazemba out to Schaller. Schaller to Gergel. Gergel makes a move. Tries going inside. Passes out to Kazemba. Kazemba deep 2. Just misses that. Rebounded by Zastro. Zastro to Thiessen, and Thiessen will take it up for Independence. Thiessen down to Roscoe's. Roscoe's back to Thiessen. Thiessen driving. Stops, takes a shot. Just misses, rolls around and out. Desno to finish it off, though. 13-2. Lance is now down by 11. And Gerger will take it up the court for the Lancers. Gerger to Schaller. Schaller with a deep three. Just misses, and out it falls. Arndt will come in for Bodie. And Matute will come in for Najera. Roscoe to Thiessen. Thiessen taking it down the court for the Eagles. Thiessen stops short, passes to Matute. Thiessen out to Roscoe. Roscoe's back to Thiessen. Thiessen out to Matute. And tries to get it down to Thiessen, who will throw it out of bounds. And Gergel will pass into Schaller. Schaller back to Gergel, and Gergel will take it up the floor for the Lancers. Gergel driving, then passes out to Schaller. Schaller into Bauer. Pass is stolen, then stolen back by Schaller, and Schaller is fouled by Roscoe. That's their first personal, team second. Schaller to pass in for the Lancers. Schaller gets it into Gergel. Gergel passes out to Schaller. Schaller with the shot, misses high. Rebounded by Zastro. Zastro taking it the other way for Independence. Zastro to Thiessen. Thiessen gets it out to Matute. Then tries to get it down to Zastro. Stolen by Kazemba. Kazemba ahead to Arndt. Arndt misses, rebounded by Schaller, and Schaller will put it in. 13-4. Lance is now down by 9. Thiessen taking it the other way for the Lancers. Thiessen passes to Roscoe. Stolen by Gergel. Gergel with plenty of time lays it up and in. 13-6. Lance is down now by 7. Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen trying to get it down to Desno. Misses. And out the ball falls. Diaz and Desno in for Independence, as well as Carstensen for the Lancers. Roscoe gets it into Desno. Najera, sorry. Najera is fouled by Carstensen. Her first, I believe, Carstensen. I think so. It'll be her first personal, team second. Najera shooting 2. She will make her first. Score is now 14-6. Lance is down by 8. She will miss her second. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer head to Carstensen, and Carstensen will take it the other way for the Lancers. Carstensen loses it out of bounds. Thiessen will take it the other way for Independence. Thiessen pass to Najera, back to Thiessen. And double dribble called on Thiessen. Desno will come in for Thiessen. Gergel into Carstensen. Carstensen taking up the floor for the Lancers. Carstensen tries to get it into Kazemba. It'll go off on Roscoe and fall out of bounds. Remain the Lance as well. Carstensen to pass the ball in. She gets it into Kazemba. Kazemba to Bauer. Bauer to Arndt. Arndt tries to get it to Kazemba. Tipped away by Zastro. And it'll remain the Lancers' ball. Carson's in to pass the ball on again. Gets it into Gurgle. Gurgle makes a nice move. Gets inside. Passes to Arndt. Arndt with a nice layup. 14-8. Lancers now down by 6. Thiessen into Najera. Back to Roscoe. Sorry. Roscoe goes into Desno. Desno with a nice shot from inside. 16-8. Lancers again down by 8. Kazemba into Carsonson. Carsonson taking the other way for the Lancers. 4:50 left to play in the half, and Carsonson is fouled by Najera. So first personal, team's third. Gurgle to pass in. Gets it into Carsonson. Carsonson goes up with it. Travel is called. Score remains 16-8. Lancers down by 8. Thiessen comes in for Zastro. Thiessen will bring it up the court for the Eagles. Thiessen gets a block, doesn't use it though. Goes the opposite direction. Passes inside to Najera. And jump ball called. Gurgle making that happen. Gurgle gets it into Carsonson, and Carsonson will take it the other way for the Lancers. Carsonson gets a block, then goes up with it. Misses her shot. Ball's tipped around, rebounded by Bauer. Bauer out to Carsonson. Carsonson driving again, then passes out to Gurgle. Gurgle makes a nice move, goes inside, lays it up with a hook shot. This is rebounded by Roscoe. Roscoe to Desno. Desno to Thiessen. And Thiessen will take it the other way for the Lancers. Thiessen goes across to Roscoe. Roscoe with a shot. Bounces around the rim, off the backboard and in. 18-8. Lancers now down by 10. Gurgle taking it the other way for the Lancers. Gurgle with a nice layup. Just misses though. Rolls around the rim and out. And another jump ball is called. It'll be Independence's ball. Bodie will come in for Bauer. Thiessen drives in, then passes out to Najera. Najera with the shot, rolls around the rim and out. Rebounded by Arndt. Arndt passes to Bodie, and Bodie loses it out of bounds. Najera to pass in. Attempted pass goes to Desno, rebounded by Bodie, who steps out. Stolen by Bodie, not rebounded. Najera passes it into Zastro this time. Zastro to Desno. Desno misses her shot. Rebounded by Bodie. Bodie up to Carsonson. Carsonson to Gurgle. Gurgle, 3. Misses long. Rebounded by Arndt. Arndt outside to Bodie. Bodie to Carsonson. Carsonson with a 3. Bounces out the rim and out. Rebounded by Gurgle. Gurgle with a running hook shot. Rolls around the rim and in. 18-10. Lancers now down by 8. Najera passing to Najera back to Roscoe. Roscoe takes it up. Passes to Desno inside. Gets it out to Zastro, who takes the 3, misses, and it rolls out. Be the Lancers ball. Gurgle to Carsonson, and Carsonson taking up the court for the Lancers. Carsonson to Kazemba, who will make a 3. 18-13, Lance is now down by 5. Roscoe's across to Niger. Niger tries to get it into Zastro. It would go off Zastro and out. Off Lancers. Thiessen and Matute will come in for Independence. Thiessen to pass in. Thiessen gets it into Desno. Desno back to Thiessen. Thiessen with the running shot. And she will make that. 20-13. Lance is now down by 7. Carstensen will take the ball up for the Lancers. Foul called on Thiessen. It'll be her first personal, team's 4th. Carstensen back to Kazemba. Tries to pass to Bodie. Back to Kazemba. Out to Gurgle. And the foul called on Roscos. That is her second personal, team's 5th. Schaller and Lau will come in for the Lancers. Sorry, the last foul is called on Thiessen, which is her second personal, team's 5th, and then this one is called on Roscos, which is her second personal, team's 6th. Kazemba shooting misses her first. Kazemba misses her second, rebounded, pass out head outside to Thiessen. Thiessen goes into Desno. Desno will put it up, misses. Rebounded by Kazemba. Kazemba out to Bodie. Bodie to Gurgle. And Gurgle down to Schaller. Schaller with an attempted pass to Kazemba gets stolen by Roscos. Foul called on Kazemba. It's her first personal, team's 3rd. Second personal, sorry, team's 3rd. Niger to pass in. She will get it into Roscos. Roscos to Thiessen. Thiessen will go up with it, misses her shot, rebounds her own shot, but steps out. Minute 12 left to play. Gurgle will take it the other way for the Lancers. Gurgle to Schaller. Schaller to Lau. Lau back to Gurgle. Gurgle out to Kazemba. Kazemba 3. And makes that. Kazemba 2 for 2 on the night, I believe. 20-16. Lance is now down by 4. 50 seconds to go. Thiessen taking her time coming up the court. Pass to Niger. Niger down to Desno. Desno tries to pass it back out. It goes off Bodie. Ends up in Thiessen's hands. And jump ball called between Bodie and Thiessen. Bodie and Desno, sorry. It'll be the Lancers' ball. Gurgle will pass it to Schaller. Schaller back to Gurgle, and Gurgle will take it up for the Lancers. 30 seconds left to play. Gurgle goes to Schaller. Schaller to Bodie. Bodie gets it taken from her. Back to Niger. Niger to Thiessen. 14 seconds to play. Thiessen outside to Roscos. Takes a deep 3. Misses. And the ball will go out on Desno. 5.9 seconds to play. Kazemba has it, goes up with it, misses, rebounded by Bodie, who misses her shot, but time runs out anyway. And we're at the end of the half. 20-16 is the score. Lancers are down by 4. And I'll be back in approximately 5 to 10 minutes for the second half of the JV game. Hello and welcome back to tonight's game between the Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran Lancers and the Independence Eagles. This is the JV game between these two teams. The varsity game will follow. Independence leads by 4, 20-16. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below in the chat and I will answer you. Independence will get the ball first. Roscoe's into Desno, and Desno will bring it up. Into Taylor, and Taylor will bring it up for Independence. She tries to pass back to Roscoe, stolen by Carstensen. Carstensen taking the other way. Takes a deep 2. Misses that. Rebounded by Gurgle. Gurgle tries to get it to Bauer. And over and back called. Roscoe's into Taylor. Taylor tries to get it back to Roscoe. Stolen by Carstensen again. And this time she'll have an easy layup. 20-18. Lance is now down by 2. Taylor into Roscoe's, and Roscoe's will take it up this time for Independence. Roscoe's is an attempted pass to Taylor. This time Arndt steals it. She will bounce it off her foot and out it goes. And timeout called by Independence. 3 straight turnovers, and yeah, I'd kind of expect a timeout to begin with. And here we go again, part 4. Roscoe's to Taylor. Taylor bringing it up the court for Independence. Taylor gets stopped. This time makes the pass back to Roscoe without it being stolen. Sends it to Najera. Najera to Taylor, but Taylor travels. And it'll be the Lancers' ball. Carstensen into Gurgle. Gurgle will take it up the court for the Lancers. Tries to get into Bodie. Stolen by Desno, and Bodie fouls her. It is her first personal, team's first of the half. Gets it down, or attempts to get it down into Najera. Overshoots the pass and it goes out of bounds. Carstensen into Gurgle. Gurgle taking it down the court for the Lancers. Gurgle goes to Carstensen. Carstensen with a 3. Bounces it off the backboard. Misses though. Tries to get the steal. Misses, and Najera will go down with a breakaway layup. Misses that. Rebounded by Arndt. Arndt to Carstensen. Carstensen will drive. Stop. Pass to Bodie. Bodie will miss the pass. and it'll go out of bounds. However, it does go off somebody's foot, so the Lancers will keep the ball. Carson into Arndt. Arndt will make it and tie the game up at 20. Taylor bringing it the other way, passes to Roscoe's, and double dribble called on Roscoe's. Gurgle into Carsonson. Carsonson gets fouled. By Roscoe. That is her third personal, team's first of the half. Carsonson to pass in. She will attempt to get it into Bodie, who misses the pass, and out it goes. Roscoe into Taylor, and Taylor will bring it up the court for Independence. Taylor loses it to Gurgle. Gurgle with a breakaway layup, and she'll make that. First time Lancers have led all game. They're up by 2, 22-20. Roscoe tries to pass to Taylor, stolen again by Gurgle. Gurgle with another layup, and the Lancers are now up by 4, and another timeout, Independence. Gurgle and Carsonson making really good work of Independence so far. 6 or 7 turnovers immediately. Schaller and Roth and Lau all come in for the Lancers. Taylor bringing it up the court for Independence. Taylor out to Najera. Najera tries to get it back into Desno. However, it goes off Bodie and out. Najera passes out to Taylor. Taylor is stopped. Passes out to Roscoe, who misses a shot. Rebounded by Lau. Passes ahead to Carsonson. Carsonson with a breakaway. Stops short. Shoots. Rolls around the rim and in. Lancers now lead by 6, 26-20. And Taylor will bring it the other way for Independence. Pass to Nazera. Back to Taylor. Taylor to Roscoe. Roscoe with a deep open 2. And she'll make that. 26-22. Lancers lead by 4. Schaller into Carsonson, and Carsonson will take it down the court for the Lancers. Carsonson passes out to Lau, then to Schaller. Schaller dribbles around, then passes out to Carsonson. Carsonson drives baseline, goes up with it, misses. Rebounded by Lau. Lau to Roth. Roth to Schaller. Schaller back to Lau. Lau with a double dribble called. Taylor takes it up the court for Independence. Drives, then passes out to Najera. Najera back to Taylor. Taylor almost loses it to Carstensen. Passes back to Najera. Najera into Desno, and Desno with a nice shot. Let it go in. And Bodie will follow her as well. Desno will be shooting 2. And this is her second personal, team second of the half. Desno makes that, and Lance is now in the lead by 1, 26-25. And Arndt will come in for the Lancers. Carstensen brings it up the court for the Lancers. Carstensen dribbling around, stops and shoots, makes it, and the travel is called. Score remains 26-25. And Diaz will come in for Independence. Taylor tries to drive middle, then pass out to Najera. Najera with the line drive shot goes in. And just like that, Independence leads by 1, 27-26. Carstensen bringing it the other way for the Lancers. Carstensen tries to get into Roth, bounces off her foot, loses it to Desno. Pass to Najera. Najera ahead to Taylor. Taylor tries to get it back to Najera. Deflected, taken by Lau. Pass to Carstensen, and Carstensen now taking it ahead. Passes to Arndt. Foul called on Desno now. It is Desno's first foul, team second of the half. Rebounded by Roth. Roth with the shot. Missed. Rebounded by Schaller. Schaller with the shot. Misses. Rebounded by Najera. Pass ahead to Matute. Matute tries to get it back to Najera. Rebound stolen there by Carstensen. Carstensen to Arndt. Arndt passes to Schaller, and Schaller will put one in. 28-27. Lancers now lead by 1. Taylor taking it the other way. Gets it stolen from Carstensen. Carstensen will lay one up and in. And Lancers now lead by 3, 30-27. Taylor taking it up again for Independence. Taylor passes into Desno. Desno to Diaz. Diaz with the shot. Rolls around the rim and out. Rebounded by Arndt. But a jump ball is called. It'll be the Lancers ball. Carstensen passes to Schaller. Schaller will bring it up the court. Schaller passes down to Arndt. To Carstensen. Carstensen back to Arndt. Arndt tries to get into Roth. Roth loses it out of bounds. Gergel and Bauer will come in for the Lancers. Roscoe's passes ahead to Desno. Gergel there to stop her. Attempted shot gets blocked by Gergel, rebounded by Bauer. Bauer ahead to Gergel. Gergel to Carstensen. Carstensen tries to get it into Arndt. Stolen by Desno, who passes to Roscoe's. Roscoe's to Najera. Najera back to Roscoe's. Roscoe's almost losing it out of bounds. Passes ahead to Najera. Najera down to Diaz. Diaz tries to pass to Najera, stolen by Gergel. Gergel taking it in. Goes up with the layup. Makes the shot and is fouled. Foul is called on Roscoe. It's her 4th personal. Team's 3rd. And Taylor will come in. for Independence. Gergel makes that. 33-27, Lancers now lead by 6. And Taylor will take it up the court for Independence. Taylor to Roscoe's. Roscoe's down to Desno. And Desno misses her open rebound. And jump ball called. And Matute will come in for Diaz. Timeout called by the Lancers. Roscoe's passes into Taylor. Taylor with the shot. Bounces off the rim and off. Rebounded by Arndt. Arndt passes ahead to Carstensen. Carstensen down to Gergel. Gergel to Carstensen. Passing ahead. Down to Matute. Matute back up to Desno. Desno to Taylor. Taylor with the shot. Misses that. Rebounded by Arndt. Arndt to Gergel. Gergel to Bauer. Bauer with the deep 2. Misses that. Rebounded by Carstensen. Carstensen to Gergel. Gergel loses it on the floor. Picked up by Najera. Najera passes ahead to Taylor. Taylor to Roscoe's. Back to Taylor. Taylor then to Najera. Najera back to Roscoe. Stolen there by Carstensen. And Carstensen will put it up and in. (35-27). Lancers now lead by 7. Sorry, by 8. Timeout, Lancers. Roscoe's into Taylor, and Taylor bring it up the court for Independence. Taylor back to Roscoe's. Roscoe's then to Najera. Believe Najera traveled there, but pass by Matute gets stolen by Gergel, and Gergel is fouled while going up for the breakaway layup. It was Matut's first foul, team's fourth. Gergel will be shooting 2. Gergel misses her first. And Diaz comes in for Independence. Gergel misses her second as well, rebounded by Arndt. Arndt to Gergel. Gergel trying to drive baseline, gets fouled by Matut. That is her second personal, team's 5th. Charlotte tries to get in to Bauer, misses that. Taylor bringing it up for Independence. Back to Najera. Najera back to Taylor. Taylor down inside to Desno, takes a shot and makes that. 35-29, Lancers now lead by 6. Gergel taking it the other way for the Lancers. Gergel gets it to Lau, stolen by Matut and then taken back by Schaller. Back to Lau. Lau with a shot, misses that. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor up to Najera. Najera back to Taylor. Taylor out to Matut. And then back to Najera. Najera down inside to Desno. Desno out to Taylor. Taylor with the shot. Tipped by Gergel. Rebounded by Lau. And Gergel is fouled trying to take it down the court for the Lancers. Foul is called on Taylor. It's her first personal, team's 6th of the half. Roscoe's coming in for Independence. Gergel taking it up the court for the Lancers. Gergel with the deep 2 makes that. 37-29, Lancers now lead again by 8. Taylor taking it up the court for Independence. 5:40 left to play in the half. Gergel steals it from Taylor. Gergel goes up with it, misses. Rebounded there by Roscoe's. Schaller gets it into Arndt, and Arndt will score. 39-29. Lancers now lead by 10. Roscoe's taking it the other way for Independence. Gets it down into Desno, and Desno will score. 39-31. Schaller into Gergel. Gergel taking it the other way for the Lancers. Gergel out to Bodie. Bodie to Schaller. Schaller will take a deep 2, misses. Rebounded by Roscoe's. Stolen by Bauer. Passes to Schaller. Schaller with a deep 3. Misses that. Rebounded by Taylor. And Taylor will take it down up the court for Independence. Passes to Roscoe's. Roscoe's to the shot. Misses that. Rebounded by Schaller. Schaller to Gergel. And Gergel takes it across. Gergel down to Bauer. Bauer with the shot. Misses that. Rebounded by Arndt. Gets it tipped out of her hands. And taken by Desno. Pass to Taylor. And Taylor will take it out. Taylor skip pass down to Roscoe's. Then to Matut. Passes to Roscoe's. Roscoe's into Taylor. Loses that to Schaller. Schaller with a breakaway. Goes up for a layup and misses that. Rebounded by Taylor. And is fouled by Schaller. That is her first personal, team's third of the half. Roscoe will be taking it up for Independence. Roscoe gets it down to Najera, then gets it back up to Taylor, tipped away by Gurgle. And it bounced off a few people's feet and goes out of bounds, ending up Independence's ball. Roth will come in for the Lancers, and Diaz will come in for Independence. Taylor taking it up for Independence. Taylor trying to get it down into Desno. Bauer steals that. Pass ahead to Bodie. Bodie to Carstensen. And Carstensen misses her layup to Gurgle, who misses her layup. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor ahead to Roscoe. Roscoe's taking it the other way. Roscoe's down into Desno. Desno goes up with it. Misses, but is fouled by Bodie. Desno will be shooting 2. This is Bodie's third personal, team's fourth. Desno misses her first. As well as her second. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer to Bodie. Timeout called by the Lancers. 3 minutes left to play, 39-31. Lancers lead by 8. Carstensen will get it into Gurgle. Gurgle taking up the floor against Independence's press. Makes it through. Passes to Carstensen. Carstensen will drive, then take a shot. Misses that, rebounds her own shot, and jump ball is called. Ross goes into Taylor, and Taylor will take it up the court for Independence. Taylor losing it to Gurgle. Gurgle with a breakaway layup, misses that. And it goes out of bounds. And timeout called by Independence. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. Lancers lead by 8. Following this will be the varsity game between these two teams. Lance is running a press. Pass gets into Najera. Najera to Taylor. Taylor tries to get it into Desno. Tipped around by a few people. And Then comes out to Desno, to Najera, to Taylor. Taylor with the shot, airballs it, and out it goes. Be the Lancers ball. Carstensen to pass in. Independence also running a press. Never mind, Bodie to pass in. Bodie gets it into Carstensen, and Bodie steps over the line. It'll be Independence's ball. Najera to pass in. She gets it into Taylor. Taylor to Matu. Then down to Najera. Tries to get it back to Taylor, but Gargle tips it out of bounds. Schaller and Arndt come in for the Lancers. And timeout Independence. Full timeout. 39-31. Lancers lead by 8. 2 minutes left to play. The Independence's ball. 39-31. Lancers lead by 8. 2 minutes to go. Pass in, gets stolen by Arndt, and a jump ball is called. It'll be Lance's ball. Schaller to pass in. Schaller gets it into Gurgle. Gurgle will dribble through the press and makes it through. However, loses the ball after crossing half court to Najera. Najera passes ahead to Taylor. Taylor now dribbling down with it. Goes up for layup. However, travel is called. Schaller passes it into Carstensen. And loses it out of bounds after some contention between Najera and herself. Taylor to pass in. Gets it into Najera. Najera tries to get it down to Desno. Stolen by Arndt. Arndt travels. Minute 35 left to play. Taylor to pass in for Independence. Taylor tries to get it into Roscoe. Stolen by Carstensen. Foul called on Roscoe. So it's her 5th foul, and she is out of the game. It's her 5th, team 7th. Carstensen is shooting 1-1 for a bonus. Diaz takes the place of Roscoe's. Carstensen misses her shot, rebounded by Taylor. Taylor bringing it up the court. Passes to Matu. Then tries to get it to Najera, almost taken away by Bauer. Then back to Desno. Then to Najera. Najera tries to pass to Taylor, stolen by Gurgle. And Gurgle is fouled by Matute. That is her 3rd personal team's 8th. Gergel will be shooting 1-1. Gergel makes her first. 40-31. Lance is now up by 9. Gergel will be shooting 1 more. Gergel misses the second, rebounded by Arndt. Arndt to Carstensen. Carstensen to Bauer. Bauer with the shot. And she'll make that. Lance is now up 42-31. Taylor taking it up the court for Independence. Travel call. 45 seconds to go. Lancers seem to have secured this. Charlotte to pass in, gets it into Carstensen. Carstensen goes around the sideline, then passes down to Bauer. Go through her hands and out. Najera taking up the court for Independence. 30 seconds left. Najera down to Desno. Desno with the shot. Makes that. Schaller into Carstensen. Carstensen dribbling sideline. Gets past Najera. Then passes to Arndt, who will make a shot. And 44-33, sorry, is now the score. 10 seconds to go. Taylor taking her time getting up the court. Taylor to Matute. 3 seconds. Doesn't look like anything's going to happen. And over and back is called with 1 second to go. Charlotte to pass in. She gets it into Carstensen, and Carstensen will just waste time. And that'll end it. 44-33. Lancers lead by 11. And that'll be the end of this game. The varsity game will follow within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully you can join us for that. And if not, have a good night.